Right. Jamie's back. You've had a bit of a look through the papers this morning. What's caught your eye?
Well, we're already into transfer speculation for next season, before this season.
I'm in the colour for it, see, already.
Yeah, exactly.
Ta-da.
You're in your black and yellow. This is a story in the Daily Mirror from Jeremy Cross, an exclusive, that Manchester United are weighing up a shock move for Federico Valverde from Real Madrid, who obviously made headlines recently for this training ground bust-up with Aurelien Tchouameni. That left him needing treatment for concussion. Understood that bosses at Madrid are furious with Valverde, that senior figures in the dressing room have sided with Tchouameni over all this. Okay. They want Tchouameni to stay. They want Valverde out. I mean, he's under contract till 2029. He would command a huge transfer fee, but United have made it clear they want to sign two top-class midfielders this summer. Obviously, Casemiro is leaving the club in the summer, so Federico Valverde could well be one of them. I mean, you know, because you never have any problems with him in the training ground, will you? So that's one in the Daily Mirror. In the Guardian, the saga over Chelsea's managerial vacancy. We spoke yesterday about Xavi Alonso being one of their favourites. Apparently, according to Jacob Steinberg in the Guardian, suggestions that Alonso could be waiting to see if the Liverpool rule becomes available are exaggerated. That's not the case.
Okay.
But Chelsea are not expected to rush a decision, but they're keen on Alonso. They're also very keen on Andoni Iraola as well. There's a feeling within Chelsea this team need to be more physical, and Iraola would be appealing for that reason. Bournemouth are, you know, in the way they play, they're great to watch, but they're so aggressive, they're so intense. They have met with Iraola to talk about the role as well. Marco Silva, Oliver Glasner on their shortlist as well. They're not going to rush it, but certainly if they were to get Alonso Iraola, that would be a hell of an appointment. And Iraola is somebody who is used to having somebody above him making the decisions when it comes to bringing above him main players in, and just a coach. So that would obviously fit with Chelsea's model as well. But he certainly will be a man in demand this summer, you'd imagine, Andoni Iraola. And finally, in the Times, back to our favourite topic, VAR again, or more, Martin Samuel is talking about the obsession with process in football, not just VAR, but he says, you know, the funny thing is people say to me, well, at least with VAR you've got lots to write about, but we always had lots to write about before. He says, now we just write about process. Apart from Sir Keir Starmer, nobody enjoys process more than those now orbiting modern football. And he doesn't just talk about VAR, but he talks about what we've just been chatting about, the fact that, you know, Southampton are into the playoff final now, but even that might be subject to more process. He talks about financial fair play. It's just this constant obsession with process in football, and it's taking away from the football itself. I'm not sure I entirely agree with that. We still get lost in the romance of football, but there is certainly a lot more talk about process these days. That's Martin Samuel in the Times.
I think he does. What do you do as a Manchester United hierarchy? You're looking for a manager that's going to turn this team around, who's going to create harmony on the training ground, who's going to get results, who's going to get the fans back involved, who's going to get the players playing with a smile on their face. They have him in place right now. Get Michael Carrick on a contract, whether it's a 6 or 7 or a 2-year contract, and let him continue doing what he's doing. The players are happy, the staff are happy, the fans are happy. Why would you change it? For me, Michael Carrick gets a job.
Do they need to do some work in the summer, though? Does he need to be backed in the transfer market if they do stick with him?
I think they will. I think they will back him. I think he's shown that his knowledge of the game and knowledge of, you know, where players need to play is very, very high. The biggest thing I see as well is the response of the player towards the manager after the game when a goal's scored, walking off the pitch. They go to him for a hug or a handshake or a high five, whatever it may be. There's a lot of respect for Michael Carrick, and I believe he'll get the respect from the hierarchy, and he'll get a few quid to spend in the summer as well, which will make Man United one of those in the hat to be contenders next year.
Cristiano, everyone know we start the season 15 goals. Minimum.
50 goals.
15 goals. We start the season. 50 goals. And Cristiano and Benzema, he's number 9, but it's not number 9, it's number 10. He dropped too much. He gives space for Bale, for Cristiano. And Bale, he needs space. He needs space. Benzema gives space. Cristiano, Bale, run. Space. This player is more complete in my career. Complete. Bale. Cristiano is score. Cristiano 15 goals, minimum 15 goals. Yeah. But Bale is attack, defend, heads, score. Cristiano is the best. Cristiano is the best. Cristiano is another one. Cristiano give the take off Cristiano the conversation. But for me, Bale is the best, more complete
player that you ever played with.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
because he attack, he defend, he score the head, foul, everything he do very good, very quick, too strong. And for me, Bale is unbelievable player.
Tino Perez's performance at this news conference this evening has left journalists stunned and Spanish football stunned as well. Because make no mistake, Real Madrid have had a terrible season, but he's come out fighting. He believes attack is the best form of defence. And rather than holding his hands up and saying, I've made lots of mistakes this season, he's come out and basically blamed the media and referees for the fact that Real Madrid have had such a terrible season. I mean, there were quite extraordinary scenes. He insulted some of the male journalists in the press conference room by calling them all ugly and taking a question instead from a female journalist who he said was much better looking. I think at another point, he insulted some female journalists as well who write about football. He was asked about this infamous fight last week between two of his players. When one of his players ended up in hospital, he basically said it was a storm in a teacup. He said fights happen all the time in football. He said there have been fights in every single season in which he has been in football. I think that's a total of 26 years. And he was more concerned about the fact that the news of this fight had leaked to the media than the actual fight. And in a really kind of sort of sinister way, he said, leave it to me, I will take care of it. Talking about the leaks to the media. So watching the whole thing, I just got the feeling that he'd kind of taken a leaf out of the Trump playbook. Never apologise, never compromise, and attack the media when you're in trouble.
All right.